Alright, thanks for watching once again. I appreciate it. This time I am going over the Los Angeles Rams, and this is my big board for them in the upcoming draft. And really appreciate you looking, so let's get right down into it. Now, to let you know offhand, there's another video that's going to be coming out where there's a trade scenario involving bringing Shedeur Sanders to the Los Angeles Rams, so be on the lookout for that one as well. But I'm just going to go down the list real quick. These are some of the guys that I would consider drafting or acquiring as free agents after the draft if they're available. And I do have them numbered, but I had that blocked off as far as the preference. I'll get into that later. So we'll start at the bottom. I have Caleb Ransall of Tulane as safety, wide receiver Kanata Montfield Pitt, wide receiver Elick Ayomanor of Stanford, tight end Gunnar Hill, Texas, tight end Elijah Aurora out of Miami, Florida, quarterback Tyler Show out of Louisville. I don't see a lot of people saying that they need a quarterback, but I believe they should draft a quarterback just in case something happens with Matthew Stafford. I know they do have Garoppolo as a backup, but I'm still questionable about that. At any extent, let's go Tyler Show out of Louisville, defensive back Miles Purchase out of Iowa State, linebacker Kareem Reed out of Utah, linebacker Kobe King out of Penn State, linebacker Barrett Carter out of Clemson, offensive tackle Chase Lunt out of UConn, offensive guard out of SMU Logan Parr, Carson Vincent, offensive tackle out of Alabama A&M, Caleb Rogers, offensive tackle out of Texas Tech, and Daniel Morales out of Valdosta State as an offensive lineman. And like I said, they had one of the top quarterbacks in Division II or whatever division they're in. So he wouldn't have been able to do what he did without those offensive linemen. And everyone knows about Jackson Dart. If he falls to the Rams and they have an opportunity to draft him, I say draft him. Out of Ole Miss, everybody knows who he is. Moving over just a little bit about the players. We got Kanata Montfield out of Pitt, wide receiver, 6'1", 185, 52 receptions, 813 yards, 5 touchdowns, 15.6 yards per catch. Out of Stanford, Elick Ayomanor, wide receiver, 6'2", 210, 63 receptions, 831 yards, 6 touchdowns, 13.2 yards per catch. Gunnar Hill, tight end out of Texas, 6'5", 250, 60 receptions, 786 yards, 7 touchdowns, 13.1 yards per catch. Elijah Aurora, tight end out of Miami, Florida, 35 receptions, 590 yards, 7 touchdowns, 16.9 yards per catch. Jackson Dart, of course you know who he is, out of Ole Miss quarterback, 6'2", 225, 276 completions out of 398 attempts, threw for 4,279 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Also we have, I'm going to go up here, Daniel Morales, offensive lineman, Valdosta State, 6'4", 295, blocked for quarterback Sammy Edwards. You probably hear his name going around a little bit here in this draft. Caleb Rogers, offensive tackle out of Texas Tech, 6'5", 311 pounds. Yes, the thing is you got to keep Matthew Stafford on standing upright, so can't let him get knocked around a lot. I'm a big Detroit Lions fan, and we had him there, and he took a lot of beatings from the defenses that they were playing up against. So we can keep him upright with the Rams, then who knows, may wind up going back to the Super Bowl. Next up is Caleb Ransall, safety out of Tulane, 6 feet, 196 pounds, 22 solo tackles, 9 assist tackles, 1 sack, 2 passes defended. Carson Vincent, left tackle, he's going to go somewhere, I believe in the first round. You're hearing some buzz about him. Out of Alabama A&M, left tackle, 6'6", 305 pounds. Quarterback Tyler Show, I think they should be able to snatch him in the draft. Louisville, 6'5", 225. Out of 244, out of 389 attempts, he completed 244 passes, 3,195 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not that far off from the numbers Jackson Dart put up. So be interested there. Moving on over. Like I said, this is my draft board here. This is why you see it on this paper. Miles Purchase, defensive back, cornerback out of Iowa State. 5'11", 205, 22 solo tackles, 13 assisted tackles, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception, 6 passes defended. Here's a guy I'm big on too. He's going to be the surprise of the draft. Whoever gets him, I think you're looking at one of the front runners for defensive player of the year or rookie defensive player of the year as well. That's Karine Reed, linebacker out of Utah. Check him out. Look at some of his highlights. This guy hits hard. He's a ball hawk as well. Follows the ball wherever it goes. 6 feet, 226 pounds. 29 solo tackles, 25 assisted tackles, 3 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, 1 pass defended. Kobe King, linebacker out of Detroit, Michigan. I put that in there because there's a lot of players on the draft board that have ties to the city of Detroit or the state of Michigan. But Kobe King, linebacker, Penn State, 6'1", 251 pounds, 53 solo tackles, 44 assisted tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass defended. Offensive lineman Chase Lunt out of UConn, 6'8", 305. Like I said, you want to keep Matthew Stafford upright. Moving over, another offensive lineman out of SMU this time, 6'4", 314 pounds, Logan Parr. And rounding this up, you have Barrett Carter, linebacker out of Clemson, 6'1", 230 pounds, 42 solo tackles, 40 assisted tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 7 passes defended. And as far as my order of preference is concerned, here you go. Kind of running out of time here. I got Jackson Dart at number 1, Kobe King at number 2, and at number 3 we have Caleb Rogers out of Texas Tech. So I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so that you can actually see what we have as far as the numbers are concerned. I appreciate you checking this out, and keep checking in on these videos that we're doing during this draft season. And I wish the Rams luck in this upcoming 2025 draft. Thank you.